Hi, once again, Jared Ritchie here with Louisiana ACDA. I'm the Web and Marketing Chair. I wanted to go over the registration process changes that we've made this year for 2016. If you go to the Louisiana ACDA website, you'll see that I've just changed the menu across the top. You see 2016 All-State Registration. What I'm about to go over is the registration of accepted singers into the honor choir. In the previous years, we have made that you would receive a packet from your coordinator from the 5 specific choirs, and that packet would include music and release forms and letters and various things that would have to be physically mailed back. This year we're transitioning, just like we did several years ago, in part to digital. We are still having some sort of mail-in component, but we've gone halfway towards getting that completely digital. We just thought we would ease into it this year. So if you click on the All-State tab, you'll see 2016 All-State Registration, or at the top there you can see 2016 All-State Registration. I'm going to click on that. That'll bring you to the page that will have everything that you need to have a look at here. If you scroll down here, you see a quick little short explanation of what's different this year and the deadlines, if you'll take note of those. Also just a visual depiction so that it helps clarify what's going on here this year. What you'll see is vertical columns. The results here I put again so that you would have those in case you need those. There's a student packet, a teacher letter link. Both of these are PDFs that you can download and print, or you can send them to students or parents if you need to, or a combination. That's really up to you, teachers. There, as well as a tentative schedule right now. This tentative schedule has everything on it. Please keep in mind that it's revised as of September 26th. These are subject to change, but we wanted to go ahead and give one schedule, so if we update, we don't have to update in a number of spots. Okay, back up to the student packet. If you click on under the Children's tab here going down, the student packet is the letter that you're familiar with in years past if you've had students sing in the Children's Honor Choir. This letter from Cheryl DuPont goes out to the students are to read that. What's new this year is in that document is the medical release form. It's the last page of this, and it is, if you'll see, it's a digital PDF. This means that you can print this off, handwrite all this information in, or you can download this or have your students download this if you send this PDF to them via email or send the link to them. This can be physically typed in. So you can put names in here and do all of this yourself. And you notice this also has the area to if your child or the student needs special attention or accommodations, that can be given that information, as well as the t-shirt order box here is on this same page. We streamlined this year with all the signatures. The information release that the state requires us to have is here, as well as the acknowledgement of responsibility and from the students and the parents, the music teacher, and the school principal. This is all one page. This means that the teacher has to collect this one sheet, and from this sheet they physically mail this back in, as you can see here. But the teacher will register the student online. So you see the student packet, the teacher letter is here, it just is addressed. You've received this with the packets of music. You will still receive that. It'll just have a lot less things in there. That's the teacher letter. I showed you the schedule. Then down here is where the teacher will register the singer. You usually register the singer by mailing all this in. Well, this year you'll recognize the form, which is similar to our form that we use for audition process. You'll see here the teacher's name, email, ACDA member ID, the expiration date of that member ID, the acknowledgement that you understand as an ACDA member. You must be current if your students are eligible. Then you're going to put in your total amount. If you collect 7 shirts worth in your students and you have 7 students, you add up that $75 registration per student, and you put that grand total in this box. You put each of the students, all 6 of these blanks here, for up to 10 students you can register on this form. You hit submit, then you will submit payment after that if you have 10 or less. If you have more than 10, just like in the audition process, you'll fill this form out again. And you don't need to fill in the money until the last form. So you can zero this out. If you have 20 students or 15 students, the first 10, just leave it 0. It'll still submit. And then on the last 5 or 10, the last submission of this form, put the whole grand total. You can still do e-check again, like we've done in the audition process. You can do credit card. If your district absolutely requires it, of course, you still can physically mail those checks. We encourage you to use credit card and e-check. That way that clears up pretty quickly. But do what's best for your district and comply as you're made to do. So that's the registration process. That's online. Keep in mind these dates. October the 21st, everything's got to be received. October the 14th, all of this has to be postmarked. All of these student packets, which has the medical release form in it, that has to go, this one page has to be signed, completed, and all of these mailed back, just as in years past, into the coordinators. The address is in the teacher letter. You can find that. The address should be either there, or you may find the address under All State Choir coordinator addresses. You can see that there. Cheryl DuPont's address is there in New Orleans. She's the coordinator. So this is all right here for you. This is hopefully will be user-friendly enough that you'll be able to do this. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me, Jared Ritchey, J-R-I-C-H-E-Y, at genevaclassical.org, and I'm happy to answer those questions. Just follow this column, teachers, and download what you need, email what you need, and that way you're not waiting on a physical music packet. You can get started. So thanks, and we'll see you in November in New Orleans.